My Blood, the Ink. Episode 10. Ungodly Hour.
The seas have been poisoned. Curies, a memory. Atlantis falls to ruin all around us. Yet still, the sovereigns have offered no parley, have waved no flags. Even now, they cling to their thrones. They ignore your prayers and screams to instead raise a glass to their phantom kingdom. Denizens, though you burn, though you are crushed, though you stare numbly at the corpses of your loved ones as they drift past you through the sea, the sovereigns remain in their ivory tower, believing themselves safe, believing that the only enemy that could cause them pain was annihilated by Olokun's magic. But I remind us all, once more, that I am the variable that balances this equation. I am teacher, armed with a lesson that, while difficult, must unfortunately continue. Fret not, Atlantis. Cast aside your worries that the sovereigns will not understand the pain that rages so forcefully in your hearts. They will learn, for I will teach them.
The song feels wrong. As if two things that were never supposed to even be close were suddenly rubbing up against each other. It throttles the ocean's molecules, each drop of the sea vibrating so intensely it feels like the ocean is starting to boil. A sharp hand stabs into my back and grabs hold of my spine, knocking the air from my lungs even as I try to scream. My eyes spin like carousels in their sockets. My skin tears away from my arms in thin ribbons and reaches up to wrap around my mouth and silence me. A pulling begins, and while the invisible hand gripped on my spine forces me into stillness, my nails want to answer the summons so slowly they pull themselves away from my fingers and drift out into the sea, following invisible currents to sway and twist like cherry blossoms in the wind. Blood and stone, seaweed, dead creatures, newly rusted metal, and freshly shattered glass join my nails in that dance, picking up speed until a form appears, and Neris stands before me. She looks younger than when she was Sabella, more beautiful a creature than any I had ever seen, with a wildness in her eyes, a ferocity in the way her mouth is set that makes her beauty terrifying, and her age endless. She leans her head back as she sings, but for a quick moment turns and catches my eyes.
I wish you had stayed where I put you. This song was not meant for you to hear.
Though she hasn't stopped singing, her words ring in my mind. There's a rage beneath the gentleness, pity, and regret. buried even deeper.
I tried to shield you from this.
She waves her hand and her song twists, the melody whirling like an arrow searching for a target. Once she sees Mananam still trying in vain to restore the barrier, the song changes again, latching on to the sovereign as he screams and turns to stone.
How easy they all fall, as if my song was composed by fate.
She turns her gaze to me again.
Maybe I will let you see. Maybe then you will understand. Why else would you stand before me right at the end?
She snaps her fingers, and there's a sudden silence. The pressure on my spine releases, and when I look down, my fingers are whole, my skin unblemished. I begin to shout at her, blaming her for Selwyn being gone, raging on behalf of the victims of her disaster, mourning for the loss of my friend Sabella, but the sound is muffled. She's wrapped me in wards, enclosing me in a sphere that allows sound in, but none out.
Watch. Listen.
Her song changes a final time before we disappear.
Welcome to my banquet hall, where it all began. I would have used the original room, but it was impossible to get the blood out. So I had it reconstructed. Pulled it right from my own mind with a song from my eldest sister. I know what you're thinking. Black chairs with skulls for handles, red tablecloths and ruby curtains during the Red Flood? How gauche, how macabre. But see, we were a cheeky bunch. It's hard to live as long as we without developing a sense of humor. I'd offer you a seat, but our guests have started to arrive. You should have RSVP'd. Now why don't you stand over there?
With a wave of her hand, I float away a few feet to the side. Still unable to be heard, I force down my anger. What's the point? There's an inferno within me, but it can't reach its intended victim. It's fine. I have more than enough rage left to keep the flames alive. I look around. The dining hall appears like a dark cathedral, grand, opulent, but unsettling. There's a strangeness to it, an offness that seems to resonate within Neris herself. At this point, any trace of Sabella is gone. But further still, there's a ferocity in her, a wild energy that makes me feel as though we're all hanging off the edge of a precipice. When my eyes come back around towards the table, I find that some of the sovereigns have returned.
Solacia, Tamkung, Namaka, and Olokun herself. Favor continues to shine upon me today.
How dare you summon us?
I'm sure that your question on all of your minds is how did I summon you? And where might the rest of the septenary be? Let's start from the end and work our way back. For now, have a seat.
I see you've dropped your benevolent terrorist act.
Is there another question in there? Where to begin? Susanu, Mananan, and the dragon have been bound to their current locations. I wanted a more intimate gathering. Part of why I flung you all out and then worked my way in. Honestly, I was worried you all would send Tamkung out for the oil spills, but something told me to leave it up to fate. She did not disappoint. As for the how, exhibition was a thrilling day for so many reasons. It would have been nice if at least one of you had perished, but that was always a bonus. The true goal was this. So much divine essence lying around the battlefield, just waiting to be bottled up and put to good use. You would know a little something about that, wouldn't you, Tam Kung?
I would.
I shaved away a bit of the dragon's essence each time I had his scale, but the best I could do with such small amount was weaken him, bit by bit. But your blood? With that and a little song, I could hold each of you in the palm of my hand. So I did. And I do. Was that everything? Oh, the act you think I've been putting on. Act is a strong word. Believe it or not, death and destruction do not bring me joy. Tearing Atlantis apart does not make my heart sing. In fact, it does quite the opposite. I needed some distance. So the Neris of the Ungodly Hour is a bit colder, a bit more formal. She does what must be done. And speaking of what must be done, I've gathered us all here at my dinner table in hopes that we can share a meal together.
You would have us break bread with you as you hold us in thrall and destroy the lives of our denizens.
Oh no, it's okay. You don't need to lie here. My hope is that at this table all that should pass our lips is the truth. You have all made it abundantly clear how little you value the lives of your denizens. So please don't feel the need to invoke them here.
We've spent this entire hour hunting you down, putting back all that you've destroyed, minimizing the damage and havoc you have wrought.
Well, that doesn't sound right. I offered you a way to stop it before it even began. A way to save all the lives. You ignored it. I think you've made your priorities very clear to all of Atlantis.
You are vile and manipulative.
Me? It's as I told Mananan. You all have been wonderful teachers. You know, part of me wanted to hear your confessions. I wanted you to own up to all of your wrongdoings, but now that you're here, I'm realizing I don't care. Truth that only reveals itself in the face of destruction is merely cowardice. There's no glory in it, no room for changed behavior. It's all empty promises and groveling, or self-righteousness and vanity. No. I think I'll stay true to my word. Keep to my schedule. The ungodly hour is nearing its end. One of you will die. But who? The Queen of Storms? The Supreme Sovereign? The King of Healing Waters? Or the Queen of Fierce Tides? Who shall it be?
If I may.
You may.
You seem to have a personal score you would like to settle with me. If there's a choice to be made.
Tam, no. Selflessness? From you? I don't think I believe you.
The septenary is not what you say it is. I know all too well the good we do and have done. I know that although we may at times get our hands dirty, we do so to ensure Atlantis remains clean. And yet, I cannot deny that my actions have tainted our legacy. If I am the stain, then I am all too willing to be purged.
You must not do this.
Listen to Olokun. Don't give in to her. Look at how she's divided us. It means that she knows she can't take us all together. We're stronger together.
I'm right here, you know. I think I'll accept your offer. I can't lie. Every time I look at you, I imagine driving a knife through your skull and feeding your remains to the scavengers on the seafloor.
Oceanus's blows did feel as though they had a feminine touch.
What can I say? You tried to murder me. You murdered a lot of my friends.
How did you survive?
I never wanted to be in contention for the septenary. I was more than content with my life the way it had been. And I had a history with gods that I wasn't keen on reliving. But the Archmage had been working with me to gain perspective, to channel my rage and put it to good use. Soon enough, I thought to myself, yes, maybe I should be a sovereign. That way I can protect people the way I had never been protected. I can make the seas better. I can restore honor to divinity. So I started to take it seriously. And the closer we got to selection, the more nervous I became, because I wanted it so badly. When some are tense, they drink more. I drink less. That's what saved my life.
Impressive.
I know I said I was past explanations, but can you spare one last answer before your demise?
Of course.
Why did you do it? Why commit mass deicide?
You all and the other gods knew that I was never a fighter, so you were never intimidated by me. After I healed so many of them, they began to trust me. Not long after, it felt as if they stopped being able to see me. I was just a helpful little healer man, the pit stop they'd make between battles. When they would lie on my tables and rest in my beds, they would speak their hopes, their dreams, or their plans for revenge against one enemy or another, their visions for how they would shape the septenary, the wills they would impose upon Atlantis. I have quite a prolific imagination, and yet even I was amazed at what I would hear. They would not quell war, they would incite it, raise violence from the seas and flood the entire earth with blood. I decided that I would not let it be so.
I was not one such Leviathan. I never harbored those desires, let alone confided them in you.
That is true. Not all the gods I destroyed were like the ones I described. But once I determined what an ideal septenary would be, I could not leave room for those with bad blood to seek revenge. You were simply...
Simply what?
One too many. Bad math.
One too many?
Maybe we don't piss off the vengeful goddess.
One too many. You know, even though I drank so little of your poison, it still burned. It was flaming knives all down my throat, and then darkness. And when I finally come to, lying in the blood and filth of dead gods, I find I can't speak. I can't make a sound. I've had many things unfairly taken from me in this life. My love, my family, my freedom, my home. But you took
away my voice! The one thing I came into this world with that was mine and mine alone. The one balm that gave me peace in the midst of all my storms. The legacy that I passed on to all the children I brought into this world, and you stole it from me. For centuries, I was forced to live in silence as if I had my own tongue cut out of my skull. And now I learn that it was all because I was one too many? Bad math. One too many. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As much as I believed my cause was righteous, the screams of children and the sight of one's home in flames allows the tiniest part of doubt in the hearts of even the most devout believers. I had this one in my ear, appealing to what he believes is my better morality. But do you see, Dante? This is why I thought to bring you here. Look at the truth of who they are. Do you understand now why I do what I must? I thank you again, Tamkung, for purging my doubts from me, for setting my heart so firmly back towards its purpose. May I repay you the favor. May I sing you a song.
I'd love to hear the voice you worked so hard to get back.
Stop provoking her. You know what? You should listen to this as well.
She sways as she sings, surrendering completely to her rage and the song that gives it shape. She raises a hand, and Tamkung stands. Another, and Namaka follows, her hand clenched around her leomano.
Stop this at once, Neris! The septenary is bound to each other and the sea by a covenant. You do not know what you will unleash if you do this. Even we do not know.
But she cannot hear Olokun. She is lost within the song, her whole body wrapped in it, guiding her limbs as it fills the air and hits our ears. Namaka and Tamkung take a step towards each other. One, and then another. They resist, but her control over them is complete. It isn't until Namaka raises her hand to Tamkung's throat that Neris' cruel plan becomes clear.
No! No! No!
The teeth in her weapon rest against Tamkung's neck.
Looks like I'll be the one haunting you. Make sure you test my ectoplasm.
No, you can't fight her!
Let it end with me.
Please. Please don't make me. Not again.
A drop in Neris' song, and Namaka drags her leomano across Tamkung's throat.
No! No!
The song ends.
I hope he enjoyed the performance. I wrote it just for him.
What have you done?
Only what I promised. You know, the hour isn't quite over. And every good singer knows when her audience deserves an encore. What do you all think? And what is this?
A pearl of light rises from within Tamkung. Namaka, Solacia, and Olokun lift into the air as golden light leaves them to join with it. In an instant, 3 more appear and merge. As far away as they may have been, Mananan, Susano, and Koi Koi Valu were taking part in whatever involuntary rite was occurring. The light pulsates softly as it gently spins in place, waiting, searching. And then it finds me. It fills me and it feels nothing like Olokun's light from all those months ago. It's divine, but somehow purer than the sovereigns had been. Before I was the sea, but now I am everything. Everything that was, is, and would ever be. Everywhere that exists. This room, this city, this sea, this world, this realm, all realms, the stars, and the holiness that exists beyond them. I am all that is light, all that is good, all that is just. Asha. A voice whispers within me. The light races through me, reaching into my mind and combing through my memories. And then the voice roars. Neris, you have slain the sovereign Tamkung and violated the covenant of the Septenary. Why?
What have you done to the child? Who are you?
Have you forgotten me so easily?
Archmage?
Malik?
Why have you slain one whom I have appointed?
Because he deserved it. They all deserve it. They have been unworthy rulers, wicked and unjust.
Was all of Atlantis wicked and unjust? Why does it crumble?
Because they willed it. They chose their power over their people.
Sovereigns?
Archmage, it is true that we have made mistakes. We are divine, but far from perfect. But those mistakes were all in service to the mandate you gave us, the dream we swore to uphold.
She lies! From the very beginning, they have deceived us. And I have sworn that they will answer for it. They will answer for it.
Neris.
She's angry because Tamkung admitted to killing other potential sovereigns and almost killing her. He was cavalier in a way he shouldn't have been. She hasn't been taking it well.
No. This is something beyond. There's an aura of chaos around her.
She killed him. She killed him and she made me do it. You don't know what she's done. The vile and evil things she's done to us waging this one-sided war. She's nearly killed us, tortured us, destroyed Caris, destroyed Atlantis. She killed Tam. She is the wicked one. She is everything she claims we are and worse. Help us, Archmage. Please, stop her and bring Tam back.
Do not speak. You will be next. I will sing you a song and you will take that same club, the same one you fit with your brother's teeth after you killed him, the same weapon with which you killed your precious friend. And while his blood is still hot and wet upon its edges, I will have you use it to carve into your own flesh. You will tear yourself apart just as when you made the sharks feast upon you for all of us to see.
Something is twisting her spirit.
I told you, she's angry.
This is not anger. It is rage. Far more rage than even Neris holds within her. Where is Oceanus? Why can I not sense it? I do not fully understand the boy's memories.
Oceanus is gone, Archmage. During exhibition, I overwhelmed it and destroyed it once and for all. We are the sovereigns. There is no need for a Titan.
Gods and their arrogance. You can no more destroy the Titan than you can wipe out all the stars in the sky. How often need I remind you? There must be balance in all things. You did not defeat it. You merely destroyed its aspect. You left a void. The ocean needs a Titan, and with Oceanus gone, it is creating a new one.
You mean she?
Neris, hear me. The ocean is feeding on your wrath. It is feeding on your desire for vengeance, and it is changing the very shape of your soul. Do not let it.
Where were you, Archmage? You disappeared after they tried to kill me. You who were like a father to me. You who tried to calm the blaze within me. Where were you when I could not cry out? Where were you in the darkness of my silence? Where was your holy light then?
I was dead and gone, child. This treaty had to work. You were all throwing the world into chaos. I infused my life force into this covenant itself for times such as these. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, my daughter, but I am here now. Remember what I told you. Your love is a song, a beautiful song that warms the hearts of man, a song that guides us home, a song that can calm the deadliest storms on the most powerful seas.
A song they tried to steal from me. A song they tried to silence.
And we're sorry. I remember you, Neris. I remember you from before all this. I was there on Olympus that day. I know what they did to you. And I'm sorry for it. And I'm sorry for what Tamkung did to you. But we cannot change the past. We can change ourselves. I know what it's like to hold on to hurt for so long that it becomes a part of us. It becomes the limb we stand on and the eyes we see through. But there is more to us than the pain we've endured. It wasn't until exhibition that I finally decided that I would be free of my pain. If not for what you did, maybe it would be me the ocean was trying to transform. There is more to us than the men that tried to kill us. Yes, there is strength in our rage, but our greatest power lies in our healing. You too, Namaka. I know what you've lost. I know that you feel shame for what you did, but your brother forgave you. That was no trick. That was no lie. He forgave you. So, forgive yourself. I'm so fucking tired of shame. I'm tired of not wanting to feel. I'm tired of not wanting to wake up. I'm tired of chaining myself to the past. I want to be free. I deserve to be free. We all do. Neris, please, be free.
Twice. The gods ruined me. Twice. They stole my love, and my sisters, and my home. And you were there? You were there! What did you say? Did you stand against them? Did you speak for me then? Or were you silent? When you stepped over our bodies to stand atop your thrones here in Atlantis, where was your call for peace then? Where was your desire for freedom? Why is it only now, when I finally aim my rage at the ones who took everything from me, that we discuss peace and freedom and change?
Please, my child.
I'm sick and tired of you all telling me how to feel, when to feel. You can rage and become the queen of storms, but when I want to curse the ones that have made my life, my long undying life, hell, then I am the villain? I must concede? No. What else is left for me? I have had everything stripped away. Love will never find me. I am cursed to a half-life, and you would have me embrace it. I shall not. I embrace this. You see, Malik, they speak well now. They talk of healing and peace and change in the future, and they may even mean what they speak. But just as before, you will be gone, and they will slip back into their old ways. And what will the rest of us do then? So I will join with the ocean spirit.
You do not understand. You will lose all that makes you who you are. It will not become you. You will become it.
I will be shadow and divine justice. I will be anthem and war song. I shall stand witness against the divine septenary for the rest of my days.
Then I shall join you.
What?
I will bind you, just as I did Oceanus, but this time I shall stay with you through it all.
No, I will not let you take me away.
Your transformation has already begun. I cannot stop it now, but this I can do. This I will do for the benefit of all those that still live in Atlantis, and for you as well.
No! Let me do this! I will not harm the denizens. It's the sovereigns that I will...
You think that what you are doing is a choice. You think it is an act of defiance.
Because it is!
No! It is an act of surrender. To do good, to speak good, to think good is to fight against our worst impulses and our deepest pain. And while we may not always win that fight, it is the struggle wherein lies our goodness. But to embrace our anger, to welcome shadow and call vengeance justice is to surrender to that darkness within us. And I simply will not let you.
Do not try and confuse me, Archmage. Do not pretend that you have some claim to my heart. You abandoned me.
And I am sorry. That was never my intention. I was not there for you when you needed me most, but I am here now, and I will join you in the darkness. I will sit with you. I will be the glimmer of light in the shadow of your pain. I will remind you that you are greater than the hurts you have endured. I will remind you every day that you are loved and that you are worth loving.
Stop! Stop making this harder!
Living is hard. Choosing good is hard. But no one said you ever had to do it alone. The rest of you must leave. Her transformation will destroy any who are nearby.
What about Tam?
Leave his body. He will be born again. Go.
What about the child?
I will take him away from here. Once he is safe, I will use the last of my power to bind her as we once did Oceanus. I will spend the next 500 years trying to finally bring her peace.
Then I'm coming with you.
Absolutely not.
I was the one that destroyed Oceanus. I'm responsible for why her transformation is even possible. And while I do not believe that we have fallen as far as she thinks we have, there are things for which we must be held accountable. I will take that responsibility, and I will help you try to reach her. I will earn her trust again.
I'm coming too.
What are you doing?
She was right. I wasn't there for her in Olympus. I wasn't there for her when we all took the throne. I want to try and be there for her now.
After everything she's done? After all the devastation she has brought? After she just murdered Tam? You're all just going to what? Help her and abandon Atlantis?
We are not abandoning Atlantis. We are securing a future for all of us by choosing to heal.
So then, you're just abandoning me.
We are entrusting you. It's just as Olokun said. Everything has changed. But we can leave right now, knowing that you can help lead Atlantis into this new age.
You will not be alone. You will have Koi Koi Valu and Susanu and Mananan, and you will have us in spirit guiding you.
I do wish I could be there for you, Namaka. I sense so much pain in you. But alas, I cannot. All I ask is that you set your hurt free as well. We go now to fight for a future that you will have a great role in shaping. make it a future worth returning to. We must leave. We believe in you, Namaka. For now, you must escape this place and gather the remaining sovereigns.
And what about us?
Begin compacting your essence. I will return the boy to the surface, and then begin the invocation to bind Neris and seal us within it.
Farewell, Dante. I pray that somehow we may meet again.
Listen to me closely, child, for we have not much time. I will return you to the surface and reverse Olokun's transformation of your body. When my life force was added to the Covenant, our hope was that should I ever be awakened, I would commune with the Magi stationed in the Sovereign's court. But it seems my order is no more, and the world has collapsed into the age of shadows as it was prophesied many centuries ago. But fate has smiled on us. Your ancestor was one of my kind, and it is that connection that has allowed me to cling to your spirit, albeit for this short while. But there is even more proof that Asha has intertwined our fates, for I see that it is you, and the two that will walk beside you, that shall set the stage for our return. Death Scribe, I see so many stories connected to you. The ones that came before. Seer, Druid, Pirate, Alchemist, Architect, and Thief. Other stories still to come. Reaper, Talon, Eagle, and Spider. Many spiders. You will hear the music of arias right alongside a song of death and a song of forgetting, but do not let their stories consume you. And more importantly, do not be consumed by the story you tell about yourself. You have seen firsthand where that leads. The tales of our lives are but fractions of our spirits, and for whatever reason it seems, those tales are drawn to you. Listen to them. Seek them out when they would remain hidden. That is your gift. Use it wisely. This world rests on the choices you make and the life you lead. For all of us, I pray that you live it well. Vazia, say farewell to the sea child. Say farewell and return home. My Blood the Ink is a production of Akeem's Alchemy. Episode 10, The Ungodly Hour, Parts 1 and 2, were written and directed by J.Cottle. They featured original compositions by Miguel Landestoy, sound design by J.Cottle, studio engineering by Tom Nikiper, and editing by Lucy Little. The episodes featured J.Cottle as Dante, Jude Torres as Selwyn, Shavonne Brown as Neris, Morgan Beckford as Olokun, Mika Rose as Tam Cone, Jasmine Garcia as Namaka, DigiK as Susano, and Maya Baca as Solacia. My Blood the Ink is executive produced by J.Cottle and Jasmine Garcia. Special thanks to our Patreon supporters Jordan Leslie, Taniqua Patrick, Mika Rose, Daisy Oganeto, Allison Calderon-Patrick, and Christina Jefferson. For more information on My Blood the Ink and Akeem's Alchemy, visit us on Instagram at Akeem's Alchemy or our website at akeemsalchemy.com. Remember, no matter how dark it gets, yours is a life worth living and a story worth telling. Until next time.